Hello Pisces, this is a timeless reading for you. In the middle of your spread we have the Death card, surrounded by the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Six of Swords and the Justice card. I'm getting different things. I'm gonna start with one thing first. I feel like the Death card is showing us there is some kind of change stepping into your life very strongly, and this change could be indicated by a person. This person, I feel like, is very dominant, doesn't necessarily have to be in a negative way or in an evil way, but there is just someone who is very self-confident and very we're very sure that they want this change. It could also be you. In the unconscious position with the Eight of Wands, I feel like, you might not expect this change, or if you expect this change, you might not expect how immense and how fast it is coming, how and when it is coming. In the conscious position, we have the Six of Swords. And I'm getting two things. Like, on one hand, this is you leaving a certain phase, situation, even a place, maybe even people. On the other hand, I feel like this could also be people leaving you, not after a fight or something like that, or some kind of struggle. It could just be that some people will not fit into your life anymore. But it doesn't have to be like in a nasty way, that this is drifting apart in a negative way. Like, sometimes it's just drifting apart peacefully. With the Page of Cups, I feel like, the classic meanings of this card, but I feel like the first feeling that I got when I look at this card is that this page is reflecting upon something, planning his next move. Also thinking of the past. Sometimes, we can only fully understand the past when it actually becomes the past, so that your current situation or whatever state you're in your life, after you left that, after you experienced this change, then you look backwards and have this inner completion, and then the present becomes the past somehow. But yet, I feel like he's also reflecting upon the present, how he is going to make, or she is going to make use of the present and the near future and the far future. I feel like all these different time levels he's reflecting upon. I also feel a sense of a slight victory, not necessarily over someone else, but over a certain situation that maybe you felt trapped in. There is some kind of satisfaction in his face, but he's not fully satisfied yet. Like, as I said, he's still planning how to move forwards now. Even though there has already been this change, now he or she is thinking of how to build further onto this changing situation. We have the Justice card here as an outcome or realization, and I feel like the Justice card on one hand represents you. I feel like there could be a very nice outcome for you in a certain situation that you have waited for a long time. Yet the Justice card represents not a second person, but just a circumstance, like something is just being balanced out. And I feel like for many of you, this is on several levels of your life at the same time. I mean, it could even be that you change your job, relocate, find new social circumstances. I don't know, even change your wardrobe, whatever. Like, I feel like there is a very profound change on several levels at once. The Sword and the Justice card also makes me feel like she's a little bit like the Queen of Swords. It is not just some justice and balance being established here, there's also some cutting. I also get the same feeling that I got from the Page of Cups. Like somehow looking into the past and whatever now has become the past just recently was your current situation, and it feels like you're finally stepping out of it. Just imagine like being trapped in some kind of bubble for 5 years. Everything's being repetitive and you want to get out, but somehow you don't find or you're being trapped in some kind of maze and you just can't find the way out. You want to get out of this, but it just doesn't work. And then finally you grow some wings, it's just a metaphor, and you can fly out of this maze and then you see everything from above. That's how she feels to me right now. Like you are getting a complete and holistic picture of something that you were just recently trapped in. And I'm getting this feeling it will make you feel very proud that you got through this. I want to take a look at the bottom of the deck as well. The 5 of Wands, 4 of Coins, Queen of Cups, Hangman. Yeah, I just feel like this 5 of Wands, it could represent some struggles you were having, maybe with some people around you, but not super terrible struggles. Maybe it was a little bit hidden and subtle. But for most of you, I feel like this is just mainly talking of internal struggles, doubts, worries. Maybe, sometimes we have two opinions at once. Like we try to look at a thing from several perspectives, and then it feels like we don't know which perspective is the right one, and then we develop some kind of inner struggles. This could be the case for some of you. But I feel like with the 4 of Coins and the Queen of Cups, there is this like emotionally being balanced out. You're holding on to something. Even if it's the final straw you're holding on to, it doesn't matter because you still have at least one straw, and maybe you held on to that one very, very long until you finally, could get out of these wavy emotions successfully. And the Hangman, I personally don't like this card. I think many people are afraid of the Tower card, but I prefer the Tower card because I hate being stuck, even though I know this card doesn't always mean that, but I feel like in many readings it comes up in this way. It often also has this meaning like this is a change of perspective, some kind of enlightenment about something, and I feel like for you it's both. Like you were in an uncomfortable Hangman position for a long time where you felt stuck, probably, which is being transformed now. And you change your perspective and you get into another phase of being in the hangman position, but this time it feels comfortable and relaxing. Very nonchalant. This is the vibe that he's giving me right now. He also has something very proud in his face that I was earlier already mentioning about the page and the justice card. Like, they appear so proud to me. He also gives me the sense of victory over something. With the Ace of Swords, I mean, this is repetitive. I feel like this is just closing the cycle, also reminding me of the change. In the beginning I said, like, the Death card, it feels like someone could be you who will bring in that change, or someone outside of you who will bring in that change. Very determined, very self-confident, very initiative, active, powerful, and this is just the same that I'm seeing here in this Ace of Swords card. So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.